In the majestic splendor of a May morning in 2025, Buckingham Palace stood as a timeless monument to British resilience, its golden stonework gleaming under a vibrant sun, the sky a brilliant canvas of azure streaked with wisps of white. The air was alive with the stirring notes of military bands, the chime of Westminster's bells echoing in the distance, and the faint scent of blooming roses mingling with the polish of ceremonial uniforms. The palace forecourt was a grand stage for the 80th anniversary of VE Day, May 8th, a celebration of liberation that drew world leaders, veterans, and families in a vibrant tapestry of remembrance and unity. Amid this historic spectacle, Sergeant David Ellis, a royal guard, stood at his post overseeing the parade ground, his scarlet tunic a vivid symbol of tradition, his towering bearskin cap casting a shadow over a face etched with disciplined pride and quiet warmth. His rifle rested steady, but his sharp brown eyes scanned the crowd with a vigilance tempered by a heart shaped by connection and joy. Then, a bold act. A 9-year-old girl's spontaneous dash onto the parade ground. Her flag waving with fearless exuberance broke all protocol, stunning global leaders and igniting a global celebration of freedom spirit. For those of you who felt the thrill of unexpected joy, cherished the courage of a child's unfiltered heart, or valued the power of unity to transcend boundaries. The Royal Guards are more than ceremonial figures. They're guardians of humanity's shared spirit, as enduring as the memories of a victory hard won, the warmth of a community united in celebration, or the resolve to honor freedom through acts of love and laughter. Why did Aisha's bold move capture the world's heart? And how did it redefine a historic day? Subscribe now to uncover the truth behind this moment of unity, and join us in celebrating stories of joy that ripple far beyond the palace gates, inspiring hearts from London's historic streets to the farthest reaches of the globe. Sergeant David Ellis was a man of disciplined warmth, his lean frame and steady hands forged by 12 years in the British Army. From the sunlit tensions of Cyprus, peacekeeping, to the colorful chaos of London's community festivals, where he led youth programs with a calm hand and a ready smile. At 34, his youthful features, dark hair tucked beneath his bearskin cap, faint laugh lines framing his brown eyes, carried a quiet strength, a testament to a life shaped by connection and celebration. Born in a lively terraced house in Lewisham, South London, to a family of 4 siblings, Ellis grew up in a home where joy was a daily ritual. His mother, Marva, a school teacher of Jamaican descent, filled their evenings with stories of resilience, her laughter a melody, as she recounted tales of community dances in Kingston. His father, Winston, a bus driver, instilled discipline, ensuring chores were done, but joined the family's backyard games, his deep chuckle a cornerstone of their bond. Marva's words, David, connection is our freedom. Share it always, became his guiding star, leading him to enlist at 22, where he earned praise for fostering unity in Cyprus, organizing sports for local children, his warmth bridging cultural divides. Joining the Royal Guards in 2023, his scarlet tunic and bearskin marked him as a sentinel of tradition. But beneath the ceremonial splendor was a man whose heart beat for unity, whose mantra, protect the spirit of freedom, reflected his family's love and his resolve to honor history's lessons through human connection. To you, who've cherished moments of shared celebration, perhaps a family gathering filled with laughter, a community event that united strangers, or a child's joy that reminded you of life's light, Ellis's warmth might resonate, recalling a time when connection was your strength, when a shared smile became a universal language, when you honored freedom by embracing others. On May 8th, Buckingham Palace was a global stage, its forecourt transformed into a grand arena for the 80th anniversary of VE Day, a commemoration of the Allied victory in Europe that ended World War II. The air thrummed with the stirring cadence of military bands, their brass and drums echoing the triumph of 1945, while flags, Union Jacks, stars and stripes, tricolores fluttered in the breeze, a vibrant salute to shared sacrifice. World leaders, from presidents to prime ministers, stood on the palace balcony, their suits and medals gleaming, their faces solemn yet proud as they honored the past. Veterans, their chests heavy with ribbons, sat in places of honor, their eyes misty with memories of comrades lost and victories won. Families filled the stands, their children waving flags, their voices a chorus of awe as soldiers marched in perfect sync. Their boots a rhythmic heartbeat on the gravel, the scent of polished brass mingled with the rose's sweetness, the morning sun casting long shadows of the guards' bearskin caps, a scene of pageantry and pride. Ellis stood at his post, tasked with overseeing the parade's precision, his scarlet tunic a beacon of order, his eyes scanning the troops and crowd with a vigilance honed in community halls, where he'd learned to read joy and tension alike. His mind flickered to his grandfather, a D-Day veteran whose stories of liberation shaped his duty, a legacy he carried in his steady stance. Among the crowd, a girl stood with her family, her blue dress a splash of color, her small Union Jack flag clutched tightly, her presence a spark of wonder in the formal splendor. She was 9, her dark skin glowing under the morning sun, her braided hair adorned with white beads that clinked softly, her brown eyes wide with the spectacle of the parade. Aisha, her name tag read, was with her parents and brother, her excitement palpable as she bounced on her toes, her flag waving with each note of the band's Sweet Caroline. A nod to Britain's wartime spirit. Her mother, Layla, smiled, her hand gentle on Aisha's shoulder, while her father, Malik, filmed the march, his pride evident. Aisha's wonder was infectious, her whispers to her brother about the soldier hats drawing chuckles from nearby families. As the parade reached its crescendo, the troops marching in flawless formation, Aisha's excitement overflowed. She broke free from Layla's hand, her small form darting through a gap in the barrier, her blue dress a blur as she ran onto the parade ground, her flag raised high, freedom for all, she shouted, her voice clear and bright, her flag waving with fearless exuberance. Her laughter a melody that pierced the ceremonial silence. The crowd gasped, their murmurs a mix of shock and delight, their phones rising to capture the moment. Ellis froze, his face tense. Protocol demanding order halted the disruption, signal security. But his eyes flickered with surprise, a warmth stirring at Aisha's boldness, her words echoing his grandfather's tales of liberation's joy. For you, who felt a child's courage, perhaps a young one's fearless act at a family event, a student's bold words in a quiet room, or a moment when innocence broke through formality, Aisha's dash might recall a time when you marveled at a child's heart, when their spirit challenged the expected, when their joy became a call to celebrate life's freedom. The world leaders on the balcony, presidents from the United States and France, prime ministers from Canada and Australia, dignitaries from across Europe gasped, their mouths open, their eyes wide with astonishment, their formal composure shaken by Aisha's unscripted act. The parade faltered, soldiers pausing mid-step, their faces breaking into faint smiles as Aisha danced among them, her flag a vibrant arc, her laughter echoing like a bell across the forecourt. A British general, his medals gleaming, leaned forward, his chuckle soft. That's the spirit of 45. A French diplomat, her suite, impeccable, clapped, her eyes bright, magnifique. La liberté, the crowd erupted, their cheers a wave that drowned out the band's final notes, their phones capturing every second Liberation Day joy. Aisha free soul trending, instantly on X. Ellis, his heart racing, signaled the troops to hold formation, his hand steady, but his eyes softened, a silent nod to Aisha's courage, his discipline tempered by her joy. Layla rushed forward, her laughter warm as she scooped Aisha into her arms, both giggling, her blue hijab fluttering as she spun her daughter. "You little rebel," Layla teased, her voice filled with pride, her eyes meeting Alice's with a grateful nod. Aisha waved her flag at him, her grin wide. "You're my parade hero." Alice's lip twitched, a warmth spreading within. His role as guardian of order now entwined with her celebration of freedom. The crowd's applause grew. Veterans, standing, their hands over hearts, their smiles reflecting memories of victory parades long ago. For you, who've witnessed a moment that united perhaps a child's act that broke a solemn silence, a spontaneous cheer at a community event, or a time when joy reshaped a formal day. Aisha's dance might echo when you felt a crowd become one, when a single spark of courage lit up a shared heart, when freedom's spirit shone through a child's fearless joy. The moment unfolded like a scene from history, reimagined. Aisha's bold act a bridge between the past's hard-won victories and the present's vibrant hope. A Canadian Prime Minister, his tie loosened, clapped from the balcony, his voice carrying, "That's the freedom we fought for." A Polish president, her scarf bright, nodded, her eyes misty. She reminds us why we celebrate. The soldiers resumed their march, their steps lighter, their faces warmed by Aisha's presence, her flag a small but mighty echo of the banners raised in 1945. Alice signaled the band to play on. Their rendition of Land of Hope and Glory, now infused with a new energy. The crowd singing along, their voices a chorus of unity. Phones captured it all. Aisha's dash, her flag's arc, her laughter mingling with the band, Layla's joyful embrace, the leader's stunned smiles, Alice's subtle warmth. Videos spread across X like wildfire. Clips titled "Girl Storms V-Day Parade" and Aisha's Freedom Dance shared millions of times. Hashtags Liberation Day Joy, Aisha Free Soul, V Moment, lighting up feeds from London's pubs to Tokyo's cafes. A veteran, Mr. Thomas Reed, stood among the crowd, his beret tilted, his voice thick. "She's like the kids who danced in 45 Pure Heart." His words, caught on a bystander's video, trended. His nod, a beacon of approval. Some officials muttered about protocol, a security officer frowning. She shouldn't have breached the line. But the crowd's cheers, the leader's applause, drowned out dissent. Aisha's act a reminder of freedom's unscripted beauty. For you, who've seen joy triumph over rules, perhaps a child's play at a formal event, a spontaneous act that shifted a mood, or a moment when heart overruled order. Aisha's flag might recall when you cheered for courage, when a single act of joy became a shared victory, when freedom shone brighter than protocol. Aisha's moment didn't fade with the parade's end. Layla brought her back to the palace days later, a drawing in hand, delivered to Alice through the visitor office. The paper showed a guard in scarlet, bearskin tulle, and a girl in blue, both waving flags under a sky of stars. Parade heroes in crayon. Aisha's note read, "Dear Mr. Guard, you're my parade hero. Thank you for letting me dance. Love, Aisha, Alice. Off duty." Read it in the barracks, his scarlet tunic folded, his eyes misty, her words a spark that lit his heart. He wrote back, his handwriting neat, "Dear Aisha, you're my hero. Your joy freed us all. Keep dancing." The drawing joined others in his locker, a gallery of children's gifts. But Aisha stood out. Its stars a nod to the freedom they'd celebrated. The videos continued to spread. X, alight with post. Aisha's the spirit of VE Day. Her dance united us all. Comments flooded in. She stole the show. That guard's a legend for letting her shine. Freedom in her heart. A campaign, Freedom for All, launched with veterans groups and schools. Its mission, to teach unity through joy. Inspired by Aisha's act, Posters appeared nationwide, showing a child with a flag and a guard. Celebrate freedom. Share joy in bold. Schools adopted the campaign, their students reenacting parades, their teachers citing Aisha as a model of courage. A mock-up for a plaque, Aisha's Freedom Gate, was proposed for the palace. Its bronze design showing a girl and guard with flags in honor of unity. The announcement trended with V moment and freedom for all, joined by Aisha Gate. Users sharing stories. Danced with my kids for freedom, inspired by Aisha. A Bristol mom posted, taught my class about VE Day joy. Because of her. A Berlin teacher wrote, murals appeared in London. Aisha waving her flag, freedom lives in blue. In Paris, a guard and girl under stars. Liberté in gold. For you, who've shared a moment of unity. Perhaps a community celebration, a child's act that inspired, or a time when joy bridged divides. Aisha's dance might mirror when you felt freedom's pulse, when a single act of heart united the crowd, when you celebrated life's victories together. Ellis shared Aisha's story with his guards, his training sessions now infused with her spirit. Freedom lives in joy. Let it shine. Even in duty, his mother, Marva, visited. Her hug fierce. You and Aisha brought 45 back. David, she brought curry. Her laughter warm. She's family now. Aisha's school invited Ellis. Their hall filled with flag drawings. Aisha hugging him, her voice bright. You're the best parade man. He knelt, his smile wide. You're the best dancer, Aisha. The kids performed a VE Day skit, their flags waving, their joy. A chorus, Layla, sent updates. Aisha's drawings now of parades, her dream to make everyone free and happy. The Freedom for All campaign grew. Schools worldwide teaching unity, communities hosting joy parades, murals spreading in New York. A guard and girl with liberty. In Tokyo, peace in kanji. X posts multiplied. Shared. Aisha's story. With my kids, a Sydney dad wrote. Started a freedom club inspired by her. A Cape Town teacher posted. Ellie stood at his post. Aisha's drawing in his pocket. Her joy a steady pulse. The palace a beacon of unity. For you, who've celebrated freedom, perhaps with a community. A child, a moment of shared heart. Aisha. And Alice's story is a call to share joy. To let it live in your actions. To honor unity. With love, share your story. Have you united through joy? Celebrated freedom's spirit? Subscribe for more tales of unity. And join us in raising awareness. Celebrate together. Love together. Live free. Click the bell. Share this with someone who loves freedom's joy. And let's honor the courage that dances. The unity that shines. In a guard and a girl who made freedom sing.